Hello everyone, it's the 21st of August. I'm wearing a respirator today. A friend of mine saw my video of all that black filth coming out of the ceiling in the Georgian period of the house, and he brought me a respirator. He was so concerned about my health just wearing a little mask. So anyway, today I have finished cleaning out the earlier part of the house. Now I'm leaving this little section of plaster and lathing because I'm hoping to have a historian come down, if we can get past this pandemic enough, to come do some research on the plaster and lath. So I wanted to keep some of the original plaster and lath up, but everything else in the room is down. As you can see, I removed all the sheetrock that was added at some point, quarter-inch sheetrock, and then all the early plaster and lath on the ceilings. I've cleaned my floors, swept them anyway. So this room is done. The other room is also complete. I've just got to do a little cleaning in it. I'd like to show you real quick. First time I've seen the firebox. I pulled the cover off of it that somebody put on it to seal it up. And there was probably about 12 to 14 inches of soot as well as brick dust, just where the brick has deteriorated in the mortar and the lime. And if you can see right there, there still was did you see it? There was still a log completely buried in the mortar and the lime. So what I'm in here doing right now is I'm going to collect a mouse nest. This is the largest one in the house. It is full of stuff. I see shreds of paper. This house has just been full of mice nests everywhere. So, men, when your wives, if you live in an old house and your wife tells you, hey, I hear something, it sounds like something's in the wall, she's right. There's usually mice or snakes. I know I helped take an old house apart years ago with a friend of mine, and I think we found around the baseboard, houses like this, stick built, probably a little later, 1820s, I bet we found 40 to 50 snake skins, where snakes had been slithering all in the walls of the house. So where there's rodents, there's snakes. I have not seen one snake skin thus far. So I'm putting this back on just because of how filthy a mouse nest can be. And there it is. So I got a box down here to catch it, hopefully. There's my box. So I didn't see a whole lot of anything come out of paper-wise. I'll still dissect it just to see what... There's some paper there. Yeah, there's paper in there. But I'll dissect it just to see if there's anything in there with dates on it. Anything that gives me an idea of anyone's name, anything like that. There's a little more here. Nowhere near as much. So there it is. I'll update you when I finally dissect it to see what all's in there. If there's any good little clues. But like I said, this house has been full of mice nests everywhere. Even found what was part of a bow. It looked like from a woman's dress. The bow had been chewed off and stuck in a nest. So as you guys know, mice are tricky little creatures. I know people have asked me what's the coolest things you found here. If you watched one of my videos earlier, I found a bunch of clothing. It doesn't look that old, probably from the 70s or 80s. Some baby clothing. It was all in the ceiling, and I'll go back and show you how that occurred as well. But corn cobs, I found a ton of eaten corn cobs all in the ceiling between the upstairs flooring and the lathing, lots of corn cobs. So when you leave your half-eaten corn cobs around, or you throw them in the backyard, they end up in the house. The mice bring them into their nest and feed their family with them. So I'll update you with that, but I'm going back to work.